Hello, welcome to this guide to MySID. This week we're going to be having two releases into the system, which are going to allow you to create your new school development plan, and then the activity plans and supporting budgets for EIG, PDG and so on. However, this is the first of two videos that I'm going to produce this week because we've done one release now, which allows you to set up the draft school development plan, and there's going to be a second release later on in the week, which will then enable you from there to develop into your school activity plan and through then into the financial monitoring for the new financial year. So let me start then very quickly by logging into the system, same details as usual. So click to log in. When you log in, obviously you select your school. I'm just going to very quickly select our trial school here, Tristan Primary. The first major difference that you'll notice then when you come to the screen, obviously all these tabs are familiar, but there's a new tab here now that says year current. Okay, what this will then enable you to do is add a draft year. Okay, and what this basically means is you're now going to start to create or build your new school development plan for the new financial year. So if we click on add draft year, it will ask you then to create a name for your version, for this version of the plan. So I'm going to call this SDP for 2016 2017, and then click on save. What you can now see is I've created a draft version here, but I can also flick back to my current school development plan view with all of the other tabs now live. Now currently the only tab live in my draft school development plan is school development plan tab. So if I click on here now, what you'll find is all of my key actions and success criteria from my previous year have been pulled through onto the screen. There they were. Okay, so they're all now available as a snapshot. Now what I can now do is to go through and I can edit in the same way that I would have done previously. So for example, if I have turned action 3 here green through last year's plan, and I've now embedded in further extend the use of ICT and mobile technology to create enriching learning experiences, I can now delete this from the plan. Click yes, I'm sure, and this will then disappear. Okay, so you can then build a new set of priorities for your new plan, or you can retain existing actions that perhaps haven't fully been met in your previous year and then start to generate your new plan. Now at present, this is as far as the functionality will take you. As I said, there's going to be a further deployment later in the week, and in that second deployment it will then allow you to switch to this as your editing year, archive your old plan, and then build your new school activity plan with the financial monitoring section. So I'll do a second video later in the week to show you how that works. When you've finished editing your priorities, you click on done. That's now saved as it was previously. Okay, and as you can see, currently it's only that school development plan that's active. If I go back to Tristan Primary, obviously I can then flick between versions of the plan. So if I'm still completing my evaluation here, I can still go back in, go into my review impacts and priorities, and continue work on this plan until I move forward into my new plan. Okay, so that's a really quick update as far as we've got with this first release. But as I said, there'll be a second video in the second part of the release, second part of the week, when I will explain how you create your new activity plans from your new grant spend. All those budgets will have been pulled through, ready for use. So hope that was useful. And as I said, part 2 coming later in the week.